Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, May the 3rd, 2024. I've clipped out a part of Darko's pre-market analysis video from this past Monday, where he covered a situation that maybe has happened to you before, where you get a perfect pattern that sets up, but you end up losing on the trade. Now, of course, it could simply be a probability loss, or it could very well be caused by an error that you could have avoided. It's kind of the same thing as an unforced error in tennis. So if we can eliminate as much as possible those self-inflicted errors, then it can help you big time in your overall results. And that's what this video is all about. Okay? This is the kind of advice that Darko helps our members with over and over in their development towards becoming a consistently profitable trader. And we really hope that it helps you too. So have a listen. And as always, if you would be so kind as to hit the like button, if you like this video, we would be very, very grateful. Alrighty, have a listen.
Pound Aussie. Here's the thing. This is what I was thinking of. Like, you could focus on patterns. You can focus on support and resistance. And how many times do you take a trade? You see a perfect rotation that I always say that this is the strongest, pattern in the world for me. And you could trade whatever system you want. How many times you see a perfect pattern at a perfect level and that trade ends up in a full loss. Okay, the reason for it is if you don't have a clean and clear bias on your monthly chart. What is the monthly chart doing? What is the weekly chart doing? Okay, what is the overall picture on a yearly chart? You can trade the best pattern at the best level, at the best everything, and that trade ends up in a full loss. Is because you did not see what was coming on a monthly chart. What I just said is the closest to, I wouldn't say the holy grail, because there is no, if there is any holy grail in trading, that's risk and trade management, hands down. But you need to understand, what are we doing? Are we correcting or continuation, or are we ranging on a monthly chart? Okay, and you don't need to be right. Like, how many times I would say, hey, my monthly bias is up, and then the monthly comes down. It's not that often, but at least when you have a losing trade, that means if it's not a probability loss, it's if you have like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losing trades, then you need to focus on your higher time frame. Then you have no idea what your higher time frame is doing. You could be wrong. I'm wrong at some point, but how many times have you seen me take 4, 5, 6 losing trades in a row? Nothing wrong with it, but I'm asking you. Okay? No, and I'm not making things up like, hey, grabbing the mic the next coming PMA and try to make up things that I haven't talked about for like millions of times, because that's BS, right? That means I'm just faking everything. So I'm repeating myself to death. Well, risk reduce, like, geez, it's with market conditions like this, why would you have hands off? Okay, there is nothing hands off about anything. And if you risk reduce and take something off and you get stopped out, that's almost by default is a reduced win. Well, I'd rather have 10 reduced wins, even if it's like 5 pips or 10 pips or 15 pips. That's way much better than taking 6 full losses. So if you don't know hands on, hands off, you need to go through the content properly.
So again, it's not like you'll never take a loss, but by eliminating those unforced errors, by becoming better and better at reading the charts, okay, what we call reading the language of the market, you can make a profound difference in your results. And of course, this is exactly the information and the education that Darko provides. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We really appreciate it, and we especially hope that these videos are helping you along. And if you have any questions, as always, just ask. Alrighty, take care. Have a great weekend.